Hello Scorpio, welcome to my brand new channel. I'm excited to start this adventure with you, um, and I'm going to bring you a heart-shaped reading. As you can see, this is your side of the heart, and this is the side of your partner with whom you are in an established relationship, a potential lover, or just somebody you have set your mind on. We'll see how the reading goes, and we'll take it from there. Um, your starting point is the Seven of Swords reversed. So, um, let's say you're not in the best of places. Um, Seven of Swords in the reverse is talking about betrayal. Well, Seven of Swords is always talking about betrayal and deception, and somebody who's lying and strategic actually, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see it properly, he's taking 5 swords and he's leaving 2 swords behind. So he's not taking everything, but he's taking what serves him. And I think it's in the reversed, so I think this is something that has happened in the past. Somebody in this relationship has not been faithful, has been cheating on the other one. And I think it is that other person and not you, because you come in with the Ten of Swords. You feel betrayed by this Seven of Swords person. You feel backstabbed and defeated, and for you this is the end of the world. You cannot you can't forgive them for what they did, and you also have this Four of Wands. Four of Four of Wands in the upright is a home, is a family. You have four pillars of the home and all these beautiful flowers on top of you, as and this happy family. But that has all been brought down now, and you are stuck with these 10 swords in your back, and you can't you can't find a way to work around that. And so your trust has been betrayed, and for you this is the end. However, them on the other side, it seems like they are blissfully unaware of the fact that you found out this betrayal, because they come in with the Three of Wands. They're in full preparation to make this Four of Wands happy home. They're waiting for their ships to come in. They are blissfully unaware that anything is wrong whatsoever. So maybe you went through their cell phone and found out about something, and you chose and decided not to talk to them about it, and not to tell them what you know, and just see how things go, and learn from their behavior, um, and look how they will react, and look how they can perform this charade with you knowing what they did, or maybe are still doing. Because here's the Emperor. It could be an Aries, or another fire sign, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. Because this is, look at him. This is a guy, he's really sure of himself. He's a figure of authority. He looks like he has all the answers. He looks like he's the man, you know. And this is also tapping into this Three of Wands energy and your Four of Wands energy. The Emperor is all about solid foundations and structure. So as far as they are concerned, they are still just doing what they do and go on uh, like they did before, because they are oblivious to you knowing what has been happening behind your back. And that brings you in a Knight of Swords reversed state. And the Knight of Swords is a very swiftly moving knight. He comes in and out with energy and with actions. He's very action oriented, and he's quite bold. He's not sure uh, where he's going or what he's doing, but he's gonna do something. And I think that's what you are just about to do as well, and make that bold move of telling them that you found out that this has been going on behind your back. And so they have their aha moment. Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Now they know. Now they know why you have been acting this hurt and this unstable. So so now they can take it from there, and this is their breakthrough. They have to change their strategy now, and look at it from a different angle. So you accept that new approach, but you are still quite defensive and guarded. But okay, what the heck? Let's give it another try. And with the world in reverse right here, you're not seeing this as the end. So maybe this is an ex coming back into your life, or this is your relationship that has been quite rocky, and you cannot say no, you can't say goodbye. This is not over yet. And then they kind of act, because I think they might maybe deny this behavior and feel like they are the victim and the cold. But okay, if deep down they know that they are the ones who did something that they shouldn't have done, and they're coming out of the cold, and they're coming back to you, and they feel they want to recover from whatever they may assume that you hurt them for not trusting them. And then the mask comes on, because I feel like this is a manipulative situation. It's back and forth, and they backstab you, and then they come sweet talking to you, and with the Six of Pentacles, they might even bring you presents and be very generous and give you promises of faith and loyalty for the future. But the outcome, unfortunately, is the Knight of Cups in reversed. And this Knight of Cups in the reverse brings the energy of an unrealistic union, of being maybe when he's like, well, knights are never very good energy, because they're immature and they're not, you see, he's going to war, he's going to win the battle for you, bring home the flag of victory and everything. Actually, he has a cup because he's the Knight of Cups. Excuse me. But you see, he's a very flashy personality. And in the reversed, it looks, well, the horse is masked, he is masked. I think this person is coming in right here with a mask on his face, or their face could be a woman as well, of course, coming in with this other personality to lure you back into the relationship. And I think you should be very mindful of that, and maybe look to yourself, and maybe maybe wonder if it's all worth it. But of course, you're the only one to decide over that. But I think this reading is bringing you the message that there's some manipulation going on. I drew a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And it says, I don't know if you can see it properly, unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, I think there's a lot of people in this picture. If you look at it well, you have this knight kind of type person who is wooing this princess, but there's another lady luring in the back in the shadows, and there's two men right here as well, and there's just too many people, I think. So maybe you should take this message to heart and act on it. Let's see what the crystal angels have to say, also by Doreen Virtue. Your crystal is kyanite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Okay, so this is really tapping into what I was just saying. I think you are being taken advantage of. I think somebody is playing you, and I think it is time for you to think hard and think long about what is best for you and not for this person, and just realize that you as a person are whole, and you don't need somebody else to make you whole or to make you happy. You have to be happy for yourself first, and then go into a relationship with someone. Of course, you can do that when you're in a relationship, if that relationship is sound, but I think that this one is not. Then this card is from the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck from Alana Fairchild. It's one of my favorite decks, but this one was already flipped over because the channeled messages that she wrote in her booklet are quite lengthy, and I wanted to read a part of it for you, but not the complete section. Okay, your card is a Sacred Fool. Excuse me. The Fool is a great rebel, able to thwart conventions and tell the truth without restraint. Your heart is a wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. It cares not for the right way to do things. It cares not for what the mind says is real and not real. It lives according to an inner wisdom that cannot be dictated or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what it is. This oracle heralds a time, now or imminent, when you will feel inspired, alive, and passionate for what you can offer to the world. It says to you, don't try to be appropriate. Don't try to be socially acceptable and worry about what others may think about what you are doing. Just be. If you want to wear a mat hat whilst doing so, that's perfectly fine. The sacred fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been. The sacred fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been, because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. The sacred fool in you trusts life completely. It would never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. It recognizes that the mind is a monkey puppet on strings. More often than not, it is cajoled into fear when it could be playfully dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. So the sacred fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy by your heartstrings, and not into fear and doubt by the controlling machines of mass media, or other people for that matter. The oracle brings you a message. It's time for you to play. It's time for you to let life happen in a completely unreserved, unscripted way. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected, and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first. That is okay. That is good, actually. It is a sign that you are breaking with your self imposed conventions. It is time to move beyond them now, because a bigger life adventure is calling to you. This is wonderful news. It is the desire of life to operate more radically through you, so that you become the conduit through which miracles and crazy wild synchronicity can occur. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life. Apparent because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The sacred fool goes with this without having to understand any of it, which is good. Trying to access even one genuine glimpse of life's unfathomable genius would probably make one's head explode. Okay, so I think that's quite clear. You have to be the sacred fool. Trust yourself and look at yourself and take this journey um, of just being you and not looking to others to to complete you. You are a person. You are a whole person. You are complete. Don't let other people play you. I also cast two rune stones and they've both went in the upright. They are forecasting stones and they're good stones. This one is the stone of happiness, of comfort and peace, and you being balanced in a harmony, in a harmonious way with yourself and with nature. And this one is victory. This is you having the victory over, because this is the victory of this manipulator you are dealing with. But this is just momentarily. It's not a major arcana card. It's just that moment's energy. This, on the other hand, is your forecast. This is your victory stone. It's the stone of good health and a good life force. It's the stone of regeneration, of happiness. And this happiness will surround you if you can find yourself. If you can do this, make time for self-care and take care of yourself. Okay, I hope this message resonated with you. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. If you feel like doing that, I will most definitely read the comments. This is very new to me. If the comments are positive, if the feedback is nice, I will be back next month with your March reading. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope to see you back. Bye bye.